Now, while some people are looking at COVID-19 as if it's in our rearview mirror, that's just not the case, folks. For patients known as long haulers in particular, they deal with symptoms long after being diagnosed. And one of the biggest concerns is the potential impact on the heart. Cardiologist Dr. Bernard Ashby, who's the Florida State lead of the Committee to Protect Health Care, is here once again to talk about it. So welcome back to the show, Dr. Ashby. And this is the thing many parents like myself struggle with before we want to send our kids, these super spreaders, back into schools and the like. The long-term effects, it's still being studied. How does COVID-19 affect the heart?
Well, good morning, everybody, and happy to be here as usual. Regarding the heart, the dynamic between COVID-19 disease, which is caused by the coronavirus, and the heart is something that we're still trying to understand, and it's an evolving body of science. And as you might expect, I mean, the coronavirus has only been around, or the SARS-CoV-2 virus has only been around about a year and a half, almost 2 years now. So we still have a lot to learn. But one of the things that we've seen is that it can cause low levels of inflammation in the heart, what we call the myocarditis, which is the inflammation of the heart muscle. And because of that, we worry about things like sudden cardiac death, because myocarditis, or inflammation of the heart muscle, has been associated with lethal arrhythmias, specifically ventricular tachycardia or ventricular fibrillation, which is an arrhythmia where the circuitry of the heart goes haywire. And as a result, you go into cardiac arrest because the heart stops. And so that's a definite concern. However, the studies thus far have not really shown a strong association between inflammation and sudden cardiac death. So I don't want people to get too alarmed by that. Now, there's other issues as well. And this is something that we've seen with influenza virus in the past, is that any kind of infection that causes an inflammatory response increases your risk of heart attack, stroke, and other arrhythmias such as atrial fibrillation. And that's what we're seeing right now. And I don't have the data to prove this, but anecdotally, what I have been seeing is patients who have gotten COVID-19, particularly severe COVID-19, have been coming in later on with things like heart attack, because that inflammation, again, destabilizes the plaques in the arteries and can lead to heart attacks and strokes at a higher rate than patients without the virus. And so, again, we have a body of literature from influenza, which has shown that patients with heart disease who are vaccinated have less heart attacks, less strokes, and they actually die less. So the American Heart Association, the American College of Cardiology do recommend that all high-risk patients get vaccinated.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the high-risk situation. I know you're still collecting data, but is this a situation where it is exacerbating pre-existing conditions that may have been undiagnosed, or is the virus creating new conditions in the heart to somebody who may have been healthy before?
So it's probably more the former. I mean, basically, if you have a pre-existing condition such as coronary artery disease or carotid artery disease that predisposes you to heart attack and stroke, you are at a high risk. And that's what we've said throughout the pandemic, that these are the patients that are vulnerable and therefore should be protected from the coronavirus. And those are the patients that should be prioritized to get the vaccine. But again, there is evidence that you could be totally healthy and have something like a myocarditis, which is the inflammation of the heart, and that can lead to a lethal arrhythmia or even heart failure. But the data thus far doesn't show a high rate of that, so we're not as concerned as we once were at the onset of the pandemic. So for the general public, I wouldn't, be too alarmed about this kind of issue. But again, the vulnerable folks already knew they were high risk, and therefore, they should chat with their physician and look at the latest CDC guidelines. But if you're vulnerable, you should definitely be vaccinated for sure.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, because it seems like the long haulers are usually older women, black women, age 50 or older. What can they do about it? What should they be doing about it if they have had COVID-19? Should they have more checkups? What is the treatment situation there?
That's a great question, Mike. And yes, you should definitely see your primary care doctor. And this is my own bias, but the data does bear this out, that any man above 40, any woman above 50, they should probably see a cardiologist or get some kind of cardiovascular workup, because 80% of heart disease and cardiovascular disease in general is preventable. And early screening, and not just any
Wow.
screening, quality screening can go a long way in preventing heart attacks and strokes. And unfortunately, Black women have disproportionately been affected by the healthcare system because, they can literally report that they have chest pain or report that they have, some kind of finding that's concerning and get ignored. We see it time and time again, and this is one of the things that we talk about when we talk about healthcare disparities, because again, the healthcare institution gets away with a lot, whereas the criminal justice system, we call them out. But in healthcare, Black women in particular, their signs, their symptoms are ignored, and the data bears that out based on all of the negative impacts or negative healthcare indicators. So a little bit of healthcare advocacy goes a long way, but
Yeah.
I've said this before. We need to revamp this entire system because it has systematic issues, and Black women unfortunately bear the brunt of that a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, you got to keep ringing that bell and coming on this program to do that, because
Yes, you
you got me thinking, Dr. Ashby, you got me thinking. The other thing that you've talked about, I think, before with us is maintaining the best you. A healthy diet can be beneficial. Do we know if it's effective, though, against COVID-19 and the variants?
Like lifestyle modifications, like a good diet, exercise, those kind of things. Is that your question?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, in general, the healthier you are, the better off you'll be. I mean, the virus doesn't really discriminate in terms of, you don't know who is going to really have a huge inflammatory response. But if you are one of those patients that get COVID-19, have this systemic inflammatory response, if you're healthy, meaning if you're active, you eat well, you're less likely to have a poor outcome. And one specific deficiency in vitamin D has been associated with poor outcomes. And so, vitamin D is an immunomodulator, so it regulates your immune system. And so if you're vitamin D deficient, your immune system just goes haywire. And so that's what's one thing that we've seen. But time and time again, you have to go back to the basics. Diet and exercise go a long way. And that's not just with COVID-19, but that's with all diseases, particularly heart disease. And so as much as we talk about the death related to the COVID-19 pandemic, more people died of heart disease last year. More people will die of heart disease this year. And those things that you guys have mentioned, lifestyle, moving your body, avoiding preserved foods, eating less carbs, eating more natural foods. It's very fundamental, and this is something that we all know. And if you do those things and avoid smoking, then you're in a much better position in general. And that applies to the coronavirus pandemic, but it also applies to your overall health, and things like diabetes and cancer and heart disease aren't going anywhere. And so we definitely need to address that because that's going to exist when the pandemic is long gone.
Yeah. Listen, we're almost out of time, but real quick, you mentioned that people, I think you said men over 40, women 50 and above should go see a cardiologist. Can you quickly tell us what that checkup, what is that about? Like, what does it look like? What do you do?
Oh, that's a great question. Now you allow me to go into my bag here. Okay. But so things that we screen for, general things. So, high blood pressure, we look for high cholesterol. We look for things like diabetes. So we screen you for all of these risk factors, and risk factors are things that lead to increased plaque formation in the heart. And something that I like to do in particular is not necessarily do stress tests, because a lot of folks come in, they want a stress test. A stress test can be normal and you can still have heart disease. And so I actually go looking for the plaque in the arteries. So I do something called a calcium score CAT scan, which is a CAT scan of the chest that looks for any evidence of plaque in the coronary arteries. And basically, a little model here, when you do the actual test, you're looking for plaque in these arteries, because if this thing blocks, that is what a heart attack is. And that's what the calcium score looks for. And then I do something called a carotid ultrasound, which looks for any evidence of plaque in the carotid arteries, because if a piece of plaque breaks off, it can go distally or up the upstream and cause a blockage in a smaller artery. And that is what a stroke is. So a lot of folks don't realize that the same thing that causes most heart attacks causes strokes. And it's so easy to screen for. And I'm proud to say not one of my patients has had a heart attack or stroke, because I actually go looking for the things that cause it. But unfortunately, a lot of folks don't present to me. I meet them in the hospital in the ER after the fact.
Yeah.
Thanks for advocating
when a
for
brother
that. My
starts,
father
Mike
died
starts
of a stroke.
grabbing that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah. No. I like the props. I love the props. But no, it's important.
Was,
I actually got checked in and had something done like that about 3 years ago. Real quick before we go, I know we're running out of time, but we teased it. So I got a bet with Kevin. There's a report that says you need 6 to 7 hours sleep a night because it can have an effect on your heart. Does that mean 6 to 7 straight hours of sleep, or can you get it throughout the day? Just a real quick bet. Just want to, because Kevin thinks he's a doctor.
So, okay, well, excellent. The answer is I can't answer that. So the specific study that you're referring to is not the best quality study. It's an observational study, actually retrospective, where they looked at folks who answered a survey, and then they made the association. So that does not establish a causal relationship. That's more of an association, and that's only like a hypothesis generating study. So I don't want to make any conclusions from that, but suffice it to say, in general, previous studies have indicated that if you get a specific amount of a lower limit of time sleeping continuously, that's when you get the benefits. And so this study did indicate that there's such a thing as too much sleep. And the authors thought that it may be related to things like sleep apnea, for example, because you could actually sleep longer but not get quality sleep. And that increases your inflammation. And they actually measured the C-reactive protein in these patients, which is a indicator of inflammation and has been linked to heart disease. So that study, I wouldn't make any definitive conclusions. It's more of a hypothesis generating study. Yeah. But suffice it to say that the better quality sleep that you have is the most important factor in it all. And there's a lot of folks walking around with sleep apnea that are sleeping multiple hours, but not really getting good quality sleep.
Sound like they both wrong, Dr. Ashby. They need to pay me, okay? And I'm screwed.
I tried to hedge
but
there.
It sounds like they both wrong, okay? Come on. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Pay up, both
Too much sleep isn't something that Sharon and I got to worry about, to be honest with you. We ain't got to worry about too much sleep, you know what I mean? So that's how it is. We appreciate you, Dr. Bernard Ashby. Thanks for being an advocate. Yes. Thanks for your information, your time. We always enjoy having